Hello friends, uh, we'll start. I'll probably brief you today about Google Webmaster tool. Again, this is not a kind of full-blown tutorial on how to use Webmaster. This tutorial or the so-called introduction is primarily targeted at smaller businesses, people who are less technical, how you can use Webmaster tools by Google to promote your website. So again, this is for non-tech users, so don't expect me to give you a whole 9 yards on how to use the advanced tools. It's going to be just basic tools. This is your login. If you just need to go to google.com/webmasters. Just a little intro. Webmaster tool will only give you details if you already have a verified website. So you can verify your website by adding a analytics code snippet into your website so that Google knows that this is your website and starts recording the data. With the Webmaster tools, Google gives you a little bit more of an insight into, it gives you an options to submit your things and submit your links and submit your sitemap and to check the slightly more advanced stats. So this is your login screen. You just have to click to sign to Webmaster tools. All right, this is your main dashboard here. We have a few of the websites which are on Webmaster tools. We'll only take our own website, Abacus Desk, as an example site. So just to give you a little heads up on this area here, just Google logo. This is your main app screen. It's like you must be familiar if you're using Google products. This is how it runs across. These are your settings, Webmaster tool preferences. You don't need to go in there. This is your main navigation, and this is probably would be your display area. So we just need to focus here. If you want to add a site, you can click here and add a site. Again, you have to either verify it using that code, or if you already have Google Analytics code installed in your website, it would verify it from there. So essentially, once you're here, I believe that this is something that you've already taken care of. Okay. All right, so let's see here. This is the website. Let's see. These are all, you can have multiple websites under one dashboard, so that's not much of a concern. Let's click abacusdesk.com. So this is how, see, this is your main dashboard. Now this is interesting. These are your navigation areas. Like these are the different areas which Google Webmaster would tell you about this website. And then this is your main display where it'll show what's going on. So it's see crawl errors, 27 pages not found, saying URL errors, 0 server errors, 0 no followed, 0. So it's no URL errors. This is this is the main dashboard. Search queries, it's just showing it's showing that there is significant rise in the search queries. That makes me happy. Impressions overall been 1,183 impressions and 14 clicks. So impression is how many number of times or whenever your website is seen in the search results. It's not essentially mean that somebody has opened your website. It's seen in the search results. It's, I mean, every time somebody is searching for like your product and your website comes in the Google's list, that's one impression for Google. Okay, here it's talking about the sitemap. It says no sitemap submitted. That is strange because I think we had one submitted. I don't know why it's saying no sitemaps. Anyways, all right. Now let's go to the site's messages. No messages. Let's go to search appearance. Here it talks about the structured data, which I don't want you to get into right now. If you're a smaller business, this is something slightly more advanced, so you can leave this section. The important section is, which you I think wanted to again forgot, is submitting the sitemap. So it's pretty easy. You can use any of the online tools available to create a sitemap, add it in your website, and just submit the URL here, and bingo, you're done with it. So it's very necessary. It's very much required that you submit a sitemap. The sitemap is how Google would realize, Google would crawl your pages. So I mean, that's how Google says that these are the number of pages which are there. So okay, search traffic. This is important. Search query. So this kind of gives you how the searches are coming on your website. As you can see, it gives you an overview here. Top queries and top pages. 883 search queries have led to our site being shown. So it's from June 27th to July 27th. There have been 24,000 impressions, and there has been a 9% increase in the number of impressions. There has been a 3% increase in the number of clicks. So these are the two things that you really want them to go up. And then this is the kind of graphical representation of the same thing. So on day-to-day basis, as you can see, that 5th of July was the July was the day when we had the lowest point, only just 384 impressions and 6 clicks. And essentially peak here was 21st of July, where we had 1300 impressions and 22 clicks. So impressions versus click is your click-through. It's the CTR. Now these are the search queries which our site is getting ranked on mostly. So it's vTiger versus Sugar CRM. This is one of the blogs that I had written, and you can see it's got 305 impressions and 48 clicks. So fair enough, it's kind of decent. Again, second query 2 is Sugar CRM versus vTiger. Then it's our own company's name. Then again, series of the one talking about company. As you can see, interesting thing is if somebody is looking for us and using this as search query, out of 55 impressions, you see the number of CTR goes up. That itself means that they know what they are searching for. So they obviously, if you are searching for Abacus Desk and shows up, you click. That's why the click percentage is high. So essentially, what you take it from here is these should be the most relevant queries that your business should talk about, and the CTR should be high. That means you're getting impressions and people are clicking, and this talks about the average position for those keywords. So like for vTiger, let's talk about 6th and 5th. It's kind of on the first page. And again, vTiger Sugar, I think this has been the most famous blog I've ever written. vTiger Sugar. This is what it is. Then it's e-commerce. This is kind of important for us, e-commerce development company. This is kind of gotten us 422 impressions, but only 4 clicks. Now this is something that we need to worry about. It's only 1% click through. Why is that? The part of the reasons it can be that the meta description that was written is not appealing enough for people to click. So that's mostly the case why you have less CTR. CTR is a click-through rate. Click-through rates are usually lower because people don't like what they read and they don't click through. So I mean, you have to really come up with really nice descriptions. Small. We changed it. I hope probably next month we'll see some result. Again, AWS Redmine, a blog with that we written. Again, vTiger. E-commerce development 605. Again, good ranking, but no CTR, only two clicks. Very bad. So we need to work on that. Web design company India, very poor rating. Web design India, but we are getting impressions, 284 impressions in 2 clicks. So only 1% conversion. CTR. Again, you can see mostly it's vTiger versus Sugar CRM. I think that blog has been a consistent hit. Documents required for payment gateway. Good position, 14% clicks. I think we are getting some traction there also. So essentially, this is what you need to see and kind of make your decisions and how things that you can change. Go to top pages. Now this shows up the pages which are getting most of the juice. As we could have realized, it's vTiger free CRM comparison. That's the page that's getting most of the juice. Second is install Redmine, and it's mostly the blogs that I've written which are getting most of the traction. So okay, this is the one that I've recently written, so this has also got some traction here, so that's good. All right, so I think you've got the point here. So this is kind of gives you a brief overview. Again, if you want more detailed analytics on which browser is being used for your website, which devices, then you can obviously go to Google Analytics, and I'll cover another lecture for that. Search queries is done. Talks about the links to your site. These are the sites. Nipan.com has given us 31,000 links. Amazing. Nino, Bambinos, and places. These are the sites which are linking back to us. Okay. International targeting. Okay, we need to have href language tags to see this action happening in international pages. Alright, the other thing important here is, apart from getting a brief overview and submitting your sitemap, is checking your index status. Here kind of Google tells how many are the number of pages which are indexed by Google. So you see, we used to have 45 pages indexed up till 12th of January 2014, and after that we have kind of total 303 pages indexed. That's a good rise. You need to go to advanced content keywords. Is what's designed mostly SEO. This is what the content keywords we have. Remove URLs. You don't need to use that. Okay, so this is important. Crawl errors. Crawl errors would kind of tell you how much difficulty Google is having in terms of getting you indexed. So see, the crawl errors are, we used to have 14, 12, 12, 12, 6, 6, and it's gone down. So it's like no crawl error now. Again, we have 27 not found pages, which we need to change. Probably need to do a redirect of these pages. Again, this crawl errors, mostly it shouldn't be any server errors. If they are not found, they don't have much effect. But these 404s, they don't generally have great effect. But if you are getting a 404 error, it should rather have a redirect rather than having an error. That is that. Security issues, and it will tell you if you have any security issues. Say for instance, if you have a bug in your website or a malicious code, then you can obviously inform this section that, oh, you know what, we have fixed that bug, and please remove the warning from the website search results. So yeah, that is it. I think kind of a brief overview on Google Webmasters. I'll probably get back to some other recordings and keep you updated on analytics and other recordings as well. Thank you. Thanks for watching.